Hey guys, Rich here with Brotherhood Reviews, and what better way to start off a spooky season than with a spooky anime? And this spooky anime I'm going to be talking about isn't as scary as probably some of the other videos I will be doing later on in spooky season, but if you are want to get into the spirit of Halloween and watch an anime that's just started and that's scary but not too scary because you don't like to be scared, this Housing Complex C is the anime for you. Now, Housing Complex C takes place in this little rundown housing complex, and the main character's name is Kimmy, who seems to be an orphan girl that lives in the complex that has all the older people pretty much take care of her. Now, the twist is that this contracting company rents out the rest of the rooms because they have these foreigners that are coming there to do a job. And with having a rundown housing complex, you know, the house tenant keeper is a little bit racist, and we see her interactions with the Muslims. They are Muslim, and she does not appreciate it. She does not like the fact their prayers. She does not like the fact that they take off their shoes out and put them in certain places. The fact that they wash their rituals for their prayers. She doesn't agree with any of that. So she every time, any chance she gets, she runs and complains about them. But the other tenants are on their side, like, you can't do that. It's their religion. Like, you can't be racist. They literally say, like, that's a little racist. You can't tell them that. But you know, they know, you know, the Muslims aren't really like aggressive to her because they know, like, they don't know our culture. We don't expect them to know our culture. The only thing they can do is do their best to, like, appease them without disrespecting their own culture. So I think they're going to continue to do their prayers, which I hope, because it's a little messed up. But now let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of this. This story is like, seems like Kimmy has this aura around her, and these weird things keep happening around the complex. Like, they keep finding dead fish and dead animals, and one of the Muslim guys is like cleaning it up. Like, he says, yeah, like, I go out for a morning walk and I just see a whole bunch of dead fish and animals outside of Kimmy's apartment. And the other old guys thought, like, one of the Muslim guys was doing it, but when they figured out that, you know, it wasn't them, and that the one guy was actually trying to clean it up so people wouldn't think it was them, or, you know, Kimmy wouldn't see it, and they were like, okay. And they went to have shaved ice, and they see a pile of dead fish on the floor, and there's actually a dead dog's head in the syrup that the Muslims made. But they tasted the syrup before they brought it downstairs. So from the time they brought it downstairs, from the time that they left it alone outside, somebody put a dog's head in it. So a lot of weird, creepy things have been happening. There's also this cave that they dug into as like a war shelter for, like, you know, back in the day. And, you know, obviously people have been throwing stuff in there. One guy that used to live there started stealing things and keeping them down there. Then they found a hidden passage down there. Only the girls have explored it once, and they saw that the boy that would lock himself in his room would take his drawings and hang them in the walls down there. And then people started disappearing. It's really, really good. There's a lot of good things about it. I don't really want to get too deep into it because I really want you guys to check this out yourselves. But yeah, some people start disappearing and just it's like a real shock because the cops just said like they left, and people know, like, no, we're such a tight community, nobody would just up and leave like that. So they know that there's something suspicious going on, but you know, to everybody else it's like, yeah, maybe they just found a better place to live, you know, but they left all their things. All right, but yeah, that's all I have. Housing complex C is very is very anticipating. Like I just want to know what's doing all these things. But I can't wait for the next episode. I hope you guys have a good day, time, night, whenever you guys are listening to this. Thank you.